Well, after crashing out of the Carabao Cup last episode, the only thing we have to play for currently is the Premier League. So we need to make sure that we get back on track and get some points in the bag today. Although we do have a visit to the Etihad coming as well. Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2026 and another part of the Manchester United Beta Save. Thank you for all of the support on the series so far. If you are enjoying it, do hit that thumbs up button down below. It really does help me out. Lets me know that you guys are enjoying it. Get involved down in the comments section as well. Obviously, hearing about your saves is wonderful and helps me to work out what I want to do with my save as well. You know, lots of help of where to find things, player height, for instance. Hopefully I should be able to find now. It really is helpful to get involved down in the comment section, and we'll muddle through it together. You know, the game's absolutely not perfect at the minute. There's lots of bugs in there. That's why there is a beta at the end of the day. And we've just got to try and relearn it. This is the way the game is. It's not going to massively change this year, so we have to try and make the best of it as what we can, and that's what we intend to do. So today we've got Burnley, which is a big match for us at home, just like it was in real life for Ruben Amorim. I think it is a big day. We've got to try and get that victory, 3 points in the bag. And then, of course, we've got the big one, the Manchester Derby, away to Manchester City. So yeah, it could all go very wrong today. Now, just to let you know, I have made a couple of switcheroos with the team instructions. One thing I did notice on this visualizer was when we were looking in the defensive third, Yoro was more over towards Luke Shaw. When it's over on the left, Yoro's coming over now, but he was sort of stuck over here somewhere. So I was thinking that's a big gap to fall into. So I just changed it a little bit. This is obviously in possession, so it's it's not necessarily defensively going to shore us up, but it's going to hopefully close that gap so that if there is an interception, which we have seen quite a bit, then hopefully Yoro's in a more central place now. So we're going to distribute to the flanks. We're going to go a little bit quicker from the goalkeeper. I think we have been building up from the back quite slowly. I do think we want to up our tempo a little bit. I think when we've had that higher tempo, we've been more successful. So that's what we're going to go for. And fingers crossed it will pay off for us. Quick look at out of possession. You can see we're very, very low there. Very low block, isn't it? At the moment. And yeah, maybe we need to be a little bit more urgent with the press. So I think that's what we want to try and do. We're going to trigger that press more often. We are a high press team. Defensive line is a little bit higher. Drop off. What does that say? We'll have to click into it. So drop off more or step up more. I think just keep that balance then. Trigger press more often or much more often. Probably much more often, to be honest, because as I say, we haven't been that successful out of possession. In possession, we look pretty good. Out of possession, I think I want that little bit more urgency to get the ball back. So that's what we're going to go for. In terms of tackling, I think just, standard is fine. But you can see out of possession, I mean, there's a big sort of gap between Sesko here and Sesko here. I mean, Fernandez, do we want to maybe try and get him involved in this a little bit more? Potentially. It's all very difficult. It's all a bit of a mind boggler at the moment, but we will keep trying. Out of possession tactic. I mean, can we have a look at these? So pressing I mean, he's a pressing central midfielder, so he should be continually doing that. Menu currently is a screening. I wonder whether we want him to be a wide covering midfielder. Let's have a little look. So he's coming over to the side there. If we were to make him that, how does that make us look out of possession? I mean, combined, yeah, it's bringing Manu more into that central midfield role. And maybe have Casemiro as the screening defensive midfielder. Maybe we don't need that extra defender. We just... I'm tinkering. It might not work. We will see. But yeah, we've got Burnley coming up very, very soon. So I'll keep pushing on. We are going to continue to try and drive recruitment. We have got 13.5 million. There is potentially clauses that we could sell. Now, I don't know where you would find any of these things. Oh, there you go, clauses. We could potentially sell some clauses here. So yeah, we can sell that one. That would give us what would we get? What could I get for selling that clause? 5.5 million. Yeah, go on then. Garnacho. If we sell that clause there, what could we get? Wow, 27 million. Okay. So they owe another 4 installments of 7.5. So we're losing 3 million. I don't think we'll really notice that. I think that this is a good thing to do to sell our clauses. Do we have any more sellable clauses? Yeah, I don't really know what you can click on and when. That's by index, so yeah, out is what we want. No, in is what we want. Right, let's have a look at this. 12.5 million buyout clause for Anthony. This is good. Okay, I mean, this could be a bit of an exploit. I know this was in the game anyway. Yep, the Daniel James one, that's fine. Dean Henderson. Yeah, another 4.7 million there. Donny van den Beek. Appearance money. We can sell that one. So we can get another 800k for that. Nice. Oh my goodness me. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so I've sold all of the clauses that I can. I don't think there's any more that I really want to. Let's have a little look at our transfer budget then. Oh, okay. Maybe I have to continue on, do I? We will see. There you go. Look at all that money that we've received. Right. This does feel like a bit of an exploit, to be honest with you. Rip spacebar, by the way. Bayinda's set a sign for Besiktas. Obviously, we're getting 9.25 million for that. I think that is fine. What other tasks have we got? Okay. Heaven. Yeah, okay. That's all cool. Right. Quick look at recruitment then. £94 million we've got now. Oh, my word. Right. So we can absolutely get some players in now, can't we? Let's have a quick look at some player recommendations. We've got Nicholas Seiwald, defensive midfielder. He looks pretty good, actually, and he's only 11.5 to 17.5 million. This guy looks very decent. Quick look at him in full then. He's a tenacious defensive midfielder, can play in central midfield as well. It was player profile. Somebody said that you can find the height, but where's player profile? Personal? No? It's definitely not there. Career? Early signs of a quality signing. But I'm really struggling to see player profile on there. Is it here? Or is it going to be somewhere else? Oh, info. Oh, God, I'm blind. There it is, 180 centimetres. Oops. I told you I was blind. Right, quick look at the scout report again then. What's it suggesting? Best role defensive midfielder. But that's position, isn't it? Just quite like the idea that this guy is only 11 million-ish. Let's discuss the availability with agent. We've reduced those demands a little bit. Okay. Right. Let's pop in a quick offer then. Make an offer. We will say 8 million up front, and then we'll put in some 12 monthly installments of, or totaling 5 million, making that a 13 million pound signing. Oh, didn't like that. They want 22 million. Okay, let's bring that down, and we'll just negotiate them to 16. Okay, I'm quite happy with this. Percentage of profit from next sale, 20%. That seems pretty good to me. Yeah, I'm happy with that as a negotiation. Right, back to the player recommendations then. So yeah, happy. We'll keep that one. Ashraf Hakimi is out of our budget. Grabara, 26-year-old Polish goalkeeper from Wolfsburg. Let's have a look at him. He looks decent. Certainly looks decent. Who's he wanted by? Al Ittihad. Does look good though. He's good in one-on-ones, which he's going to need to be. He's very determined, good aggression. This guy looks pretty decent for 9.2 million. Can we put him on the shortlist for a month? And then we can hopefully find him again in a minute. Christian Pulisic, don't think so. Ferland Mendy, 22 million. Strong fullback. He looks all right, to be honest. 3-star current ability, 3-star potential, but he is 30 years old. But could he come in as a backup? But we have got Spinazzola coming in, and then we've got Anatoly Trubin, 24-year-old Ukrainian goalkeeper. We've got a little bit more of a handle on how good he is. He's good in aerial reach, good handling. He's a very tall goalkeeper. Has got caps for Ukraine, but yeah, much more expensive, unfortunately, than Grabara, who we were thinking about. I think that's a bit of a steal, that £10 million worth of player. It's always worth discussing with the agent first. How do we do that? Go back, discuss with agent. Okay, cool. Right, let's pop the offer in then. Let's just go with 10 million, see if they'll accept it. Ooh. Not quite, but maybe go for something like 14 million. Yeah, that looks good. Nice. 15.5 million. I think that is a bit of a steal for this guy. I think he looks good. Looking at those attributes there. Okay, right. We'll push on towards the Burnley match then, but things are looking very nice, and we should still have plenty of pennies to spare. Okay, Spinazzola is signed. I'm pretty happy about that. He's a 32-year-old attacking left back, of course, and most of the work for that was done in the last episode. He's looking Very good, and we'll have a quick gander at him and at his report before we continue. But you can see 3-star ability. He will come in as virtually equal first choice left back along with Luke Shaw. Why is it only saying that? He can play wing. He can play left back, can't he? We've signed him to be a backup left. Yeah. So then why is it suggesting wing back right for him? That's really bizarre. Anyway, he's a playmaking wing back, all looking good. Unfortunately for us, our deal for Spinoza, what was that his name? Seidwald, sorry. He rejected our contract offer, so he won't be joining anytime soon. Grabara has accepted it, so I'm hoping that he will be joining very, very soon. Okay, here we are then for the match against Burnley. We are starting with Lamens in goal, with Dalot at right back, De Ligt in the middle, and Yoro continuing in the side, although Harry Maguire has played pretty well this season, so that does seem harsh. So let's swap them back round. Luke Shaw starts at left back with Casemiro and Menu as our defensive midfielder. Mbumo, Fernandes, and Mason Mount comes in for his first start of the season, leading the line behind Benjamin Šeško up top. Spinazzola is on the bench for this match, so we will see how he gets on a little bit later on, because Luke Shaw's fitness hasn't been fantastic, so as you'd expect. So we'll probably need to bring him in for the second half. Right, let's have a little look. We're the favourites for a reason. Okay. Right, let's get ourselves into it. And you can see we're still persisting with that original tactic. Obviously, we've made a couple of changes to try and improve. But we haven't sort of come up with that away tactic yet. That'll be interesting to maybe think about that for the match against Man City. But we shall see. Here come the boys. And yeah, already repeating cutscenes. It is a cool cutscene, but as I said, I think in episode 1, it will get old very quickly. But there we are. Welcoming the boys onto the bays. And here we go. Right, obviously it should be a match that we are winning, to be honest. We are going to go into dynamic highlights once again. And, well, that was a shot, I think, from Fernandes. Here he is now. Bruno Fernandes whips it in, and there's Diogo Dalot with the header. And it's 1-0, and a goal from a corner already. And you can see lots of players there at the near post, and Diogo Dalot was there. Excellent header. Makes it 1-0. Great start for us. Exactly what we wanted, and fingers crossed we can keep Burnley out. And you can see we're just being a little bit more aggressive on the press. Here's Brown Larson into the middle. It is away. Gets it to Mason Mount now. Mason Mount clears it forward. Can't do much with it though. Here's Fleming. Fleming on the ball with a great chance, and that's wide of the mark. Okay. Here's Edwards. Whips it into the middle, headed away. That's going to be another throw in for Burnley. Kyle Walker on that right hand side, whips it in, header back into the middle, headed away. Walker, come on. Yes, it is cleared eventually, and now Mbumo on it. Gets it to Mason Mount, but he's lost it almost immediately there, which isn't fantastic. Here's Dubravka, gets it to Esteve. Humphreys, now Brown Larson finds Perez. Perez on the ball. Lucas Perez with the shot, and it's a good save from Lamens, and that is a throw-in. Here's Shaw. Fernandez. Here's Matthias de Ligt. Casemiro now. Finds Dallo. Diogo Dallo on this right-hand side. Great chance for him now, but loses it. And these long highlights usually end in goals, so they certainly did in previous FMs. Now, that's a foul, and Bruno Fernandes has a chance from the free kick here. Is he going to shoot? He does shoot. It's over the bar. That surely is end of highlight this time. Apparently not. There's still more to come. Dubravka gets it to Humphreys. Edwards whips it all the way wide, but that's it's out for a throw. Not the best there. Casemiro. Here's Dallo. Casemiro again, now to Menu. Gets it to Mount. Here's Sesko. Sesko forward to Dallo. Dallo still going. Good save. So Fernandes whips it into the middle. Oh, that was close. It was very, very close. We're hovering over Harry Maguire for some reason. Headed in from the near post again. Didn't go into the back of the net this time, though. Here's De Ligt, gets it to Maguire. Great ball over the top to Dallo. Here's Casemiro now. Dallo again on the ball. Dallo forces another corner. It's going to be Luke Shaw from this side. He whips it in, and it is headed away. Oh, what a shot that was, off the post, I think. And it is cleared once more. Dallo. Maguire. We are dominating possession right now. Menu gets it into Maguire again, but lost quite easily in the end. And here's Fleming, and here come Burnley on the counter-attack. And here's Brown Larson over the top. It goes. And it remains at the moment 1-0. Shaw. Fernandes finds Casemiro. Here's Mbeumo. Still going. Brian Mbeumo now to Dallo. Can he whip it in? Yes, he can, and it's into the back of the net. Kobbie Mainoo with the goal, and that makes it 2. And within 15 minutes, it looks like we've got 3 points on the board. And yeah, it was a dangerous cross from Dallo. He's been really good on that right-hand side, to be fair. And Mainoo with the rebound and takes another deflection. Deflections definitely seem to be a big thing in this year's game. Right, another highlight straight from the kickoff. Here's Dallo. Gets it forward to Mbeumo now, who's still pushing forward. Back to Dallo. Dallo, brilliant piece of skill. That was absolutely outstanding. 3-0 is the score. And I want to see this again, because that was just some really fancy footwork, wasn't it? And you can see there, lovely, lovely turn from Dallo into the area. Excellent finish. And it's Manchester United 3, Burnley 0. And this is exactly what we needed, wasn't it? A quick look at the league table. Burnley currently 12th, to be fair. That puts us up to 11th as we stand. Oh, hang on a minute. No, it wouldn't be. It would be 5th, along with Nottingham Forest, who are managed by Sean Dyche. I was impressed they managed to get everybody in. Fernandes makes it 4, by the way. That all felt a little bit easy, didn't it? Goodness me. Look at the space that Dallo's got over here. It's quite unbelievable. I mean, he has been outstanding today. Nearly got a hat-trick for himself. Good finish from Fernandes. Wow. Just sort of looking at everything you can see here. Interesting. Don't think I can do anything with that, but that is an interesting way of looking at the teams. Here's Humphreys. Gets it back to Dubravka now. Esteve gets it away. Good header from Luke Shaw. Now here's Mason Mount on the left-hand side. Still going Mount. And now here into Mainoo. Mainoo. Ooh, nearly had it. It's Mason Mount again, though. Casemiro. No. End of highlight. Humphreys. Back to Esteve. Laurent. Dubravka. Humphreys. Booted away. Now here's Edwards. Edwards forward. It's Brown Larson now to Fleming. Brown Larson to Breyer. Well, well, well. Now, could be offside this because that assistant has stayed where he is. No, goal awarded. Yeah, easily onside in the end. This game is about goals. We've said it before, we'll say it again. Here's Mbumo now. Loses it. Cleared. Casemiro. Oh! It's in. Benjamin Sesko with the goal. I mean, that was pretty awful, wasn't it? It was a Casemiro. I really struggle to even call it a long throw. Delict with the flick on. And Sesko with one of the worst headers I've ever seen, but it goes into the back of the net. And it's 5-1 after 40 minutes. Wow. Right, Delict gets it to Humphreys now. Brown Larson gets it to Fleming. Yeah, good move from Fleming there. Chance. Yeah, good save from Lamins. I am finding it difficult to work out when the keeper's making a save in this game. I don't know about you guys. Maybe it's just me. Delict away. Here's Sesko. Gets it to Mbumo, and Dallow's that man there again on that right-hand side. Gets it to Casemiro, to Menu. Now to Fernandez. Dallow forward to Mbumo. Mbumo still going. What a shot that is from Casemiro, and it is 6-1 now, just before half-time. I mean, that was absolutely outstanding from Casemiro. Mbumo with the pass, and first-time shot from Casemiro finds the top corner. Wow. Manchester United 6, Burnley 1. This is the response we needed after the quite dreadful result in the Carabao Cup. Right, we created loads and the scoreboard reflects it. I agree. Let's continue our quest in this second half, and hopefully we are cruising to victory somewhat here, so there shouldn't be the need for too many highlights unless there is going to be a goal. Nice distribution there to Dallow once again on that right-hand side. Here's Mbumo now. Sesko finds Mason Mount, who still wants to cut inside. Mason Mount with the shot. It's a good block. Here's Edwards. Edwards still going. Edwards still going. And another deflection, but this time straight into the keeper's hands. Right. Lemons gets it forward. Little flick on there by Sesko, but no avail. End of highlight. Bit of a strange highlight, that one. We did have a chance, but probably wasn't any better than any other chances we've had. Probably want to make some changes here. So let's go into the tactics. Let's give Spinazzola his debut. He can go on that left-hand side. And I'm going to put him in as a playmaking wing-back. And see what that does. Mario Balotelli is going to come on for Sesko. And Cunha is going to come on for Mason Mount. Okay. Let's see how we get on in this last 30 minutes. It would be nice to see a Cunha or a Balotelli get a goal here. Fernandez now with the cross into the middle. Nearly. Cleared away. Dallow on the ball again. What a match he's had. 8.8 on the rating scale. Spinazzola, nice ball through to Cunha. Cunha cuts inside and it's in. Martin Dubravka on goal. That's going to go down as, but it's 7-1 now. And that a lovely ball through from Spinazzola, wasn't it? And some excellent movement from Cunha to cut inside. He went for the shot and... oh dear, bumbled around in the area and off the back of Martin Dubravka. What a shame for him. Here's Fernandez. Mbumo. Manu out wide to Dalot once again, really working that space on that right-hand side. Getting it now to Casemiro, who's lost it. Forward to Chanuna. Chanuna still going. Oh, wow. Wow. It's quite funny. 3 Premier League matches. There was 7 goals in the first match. 8 goals in the second match. 8 goals and counting in this one. Can we make it 9 in this one? And maybe 10 in the Man City match. Now, that would be a dramatic one, wouldn't it? But here we go then. Brian Mbeumo whips it into the middle. It's all the way out to Cunha now. Cunha with it and gets it to Manu. It's in. It's Casemiro. He has made it 9 goals in this match. It's Manchester United 8, Burnley 1. What a cross from Mbeumo to begin with. Headed away by Esteve. And then Cunha. I mean, he's looked pretty good since coming on. That's already really his second assist because he's the one that set all of that up. But Manu will be the one that gets the credit. But fabulous finish from Casemiro. And now he's on a hat-trick as well. Right, Xerxes going to come on for Fernandez. And I'm going to bring on Ahmad for Brian Mbeumo. And see what is made of that. 80 minutes gone. Surely we can't make it 9-1, can we? Well, we'll see. We shall see. It could be 8-2 here. Kyle Walker whips it into the middle. Header away. Ahmad finds Balotelli. Balotelli finds Cunha. Cunha holds up the play nicely. Cunha with the shot, and it's a decent save from Martin Dubravka after all that's happened today. I think he'll be quite happy with getting his hand on the ball. Twanzebe finds Dubravka and clears it. Yeah, good from Casemiro. Casemiro finds Dalot to Manu. All the way back to De Ligt. This is good patience on the ball. Gets it to Xerxes. Xerxes back to Spinazzola, who's done well since coming on. Ball forward to Ahmad. Here's Spinazzola again, but loses it. Shame. Because as I say, he's had a good game so far. So it's a shame that he's given that ball away so cheaply. Maguire wins it back. Good to have him back in the squad. Manu finds Xerxes. Joshua Xerxes. Back to Dalot. Xerxes on the ball. Is it going to be 9 here? It's Manu. It is 9. And it was Axel Twanzebe this time with the own goal. Oh dear. It could be 10. It could genuinely be 10 in this match. Kobbie Mainoo was looking for his second of the game, and well, the amount of deflections in this game is quite ridiculous, isn't it? And no wonder there's so many goals, because there's so many little nudges and movements. How are the keepers meant to keep track of it? But yeah, I think Burnley are going to survive the embarrassment of a 10-1 thrashing. It's only 9. Only 9-1. Yeah, XG 2.32. I mean, we had 33 shots. It's very, very attacking at the moment. I sort of don't know what to say about that. But we'll take it. And we certainly need to play at least that well, if not better, against Manchester City, which is coming up now. Okay, another signing in the bag then. Camille Grabara is joining us. We have got another deadline day signing in the works to get into that defensive midfield position. More on that in a minute, but this is Camille Grabara. He's looking pretty good. 17 one-on-ones, 17 on the reflexes there. Yeah, I think he's going to be a good number 1 goalkeeper going forward. He's probably going to improve. He's only 26. I think that's virtually a steal. At what, £14 million, could rise to 15.5. It's a pretty safe buy. Now, this one's a tricky one because I think Ruben Neves is a fantastic player to sign, but of course, he plays in Saudi, so we've had to offer him ridiculous wages to come in. The only thing I will say is that he only cost us £4.6 million. And we know he's an elite player. We know that he's got Premier League pedigree. I think he will slot straight in to this team and play at a very, very high level. For £4.6 million, it really didn't feel like something I could pass up on. We've still got plenty of money in the bank. We might even get one more through the door on this very chaotic deadline day. But 17 techniques, 17 passing, 16 penalty taken as well. Good teamwork, good vision. I think a very strong signing there. Well, another signing through the door just on the stroke of deadline day, and it's Taiwo Awoniyi from Nottingham Forest, who of course has scored plenty of Premier League goals in his time at Forest. 10 goals 2 seasons ago, 6 goals the year before last, and 1 goal last season. Obviously, probably not many starts there. He is somebody that's good at finishing. I think will provide that good backup option up top. It might turn out to be a bit of a duff sign in this one, but for £12 million, I didn't think there was too much risk attached to it, and I think he can and possibly will score some good goals for us. So I'm quite happy with our deadline day signings. Obviously, no headline signings there. That is much more focused towards next summer because we're going to have a big rebuild on the cards next summer. Now, you could suggest maybe we have brought in some deadwood in the likes of Awoniyi, but if he's, I don't know how to say his name. If you haven't guessed already, but yeah, Awoniyi, we're going to call him Awoniyi. But if he scores some important goals this season that get us back into the Champions League, then for me, that's worth it. Something funny that I've just noticed here in the expectations little email that you get just before the matches. The minimum expectation from France is to give City rivals Man City the collective fright of their footballing lives. I suppose it's Halloween soon. Okay, we are going to officially give this tactic one last go away from home after that 9-1 drubbing of Burnley. I'm hopeful. We are going to bring in Grabara for his debut. He will start between the sticks. And I've brought back Matthias Cunha on that left-hand side because I did think he played really well since he came on against Burnley. Mario Balotelli misses out on the squad, although I am going to put him on there simply because it's against Man City, his former club. It feels rude not to. So let's get ourselves into it then. We have got Grabara coming in. He's going to be our brand new number 1. Ruben Neves can perhaps be the number 17. And Awoniyi is going to be the number 14. I quite like that as a setup. So let's get ourselves into it then. The match against Manchester City. Big match, this one. We need to try and get a result. This is our hardest game yet, away from home. However, we did play really well against Burnley. 9-1. We've got some new players in the squad today. Maybe, just maybe, it's going to be our day, but that side is looking terrifying. I think Man City are perhaps better in all positions. I don't think there's any position where we go man for man and come out on top. So it could be a slugfest, this one, but we're going to see if our tactical changes have made a difference to how we operate away from home. I'm hoping that it does, and I'm hoping that we come out with 3 points today. That would be absolutely incredible. And there we are in our suits, and Pep there. Look at that, how shiny his head is in these wonderful 4K graphics. It's Man City versus Man United. Here we go. And Haaland gets us underway. And of course, it's a big derby match. We're probably going to get more highlights than we normally would with the dynamic highlights, of course. But look at this. I mean, we are out possessioning Manchester City, so that is a definite positive. We've got the ball here at the back. Dalot gets it to Harry Maguire, who boots it forward to no avail, though. Here's Silva. And this is a good play from Man City. Doku with the shot. Good save from Grabara there on his debut. Nice to save what looked like it was going to be almost a certain goal. But excellent save. Doku again, though. Good save from Grabara. Yeah, playing well so far. Good stuff. Here's Gvardiol. Donnarumma. Now to Diaz. To Ake. Gvardiol. Ake again. Yeah, all the way back to Donnarumma now. Here's Ruben Diaz. Gets it to Silva. Man City starting to play their game. What's crazy is we're only 12 minutes into this match. Here's Matheus Nunes with a great chance. Hits the bar. Well, here's Silva. Cuts inside. Ooh, it's wide. But it's a corner kick once again. Is this going to be a goal line technology? Wow, that came off the underside of the bar. And I think De Ligt must have headed it back out. Wow. That was brilliant. Off the line from Matthias de Ligt. I don't think I would have noticed that. I didn't notice that without the goal line technology there. So, yeah, interesting. Here's Dalot. Gets it to Fernandes. Fernandes forward, but Mbeumo couldn't do anything with it. Dalot gets it to Harry Maguire. That's forward. Header again. Now here's Menu. Gets it to Mbeumo. Now to Fernandes. Good save from Donnarumma. But that was a decent move forward. Into the middle it goes, but Donnarumma comes out to collect that. He doesn't look tall enough to be GG Donnarumma, does he? Yeah, nice pressing there. Haaland tries to flick it on. And Grabara grabs it. Free kick to Manchester United. Must have been offside, mustn't it? Here's Menu on the ball. Oh, that was bad. Here's Silva. Gets it forward to Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland over the bar. Ooh. Okay. Doku whips it in. Headed away. Now here's Nunes. Gets it into Doku. Whoa, I thought it was 1-0 there. Man City really starting to show who's boss, aren't they? Header over the bar. Might just need to head back to balance now rather than have that positive outlook. We have had more possession, but not really creating chances. Casemiro again, disappointing long throw all the way back to Grabara. Goodness me, he was a long way out there, wasn't he? With two Manchester City players right in front of him. We were very trusting that would be good with the ball. Luckily he was. Menu forward. Here's Sesko to Cunha now. Cunha forces the corner. It's another deflection. And it's going to be Bruno Fernandes with his mohawk there. Whips it into the middle. And once again it's punched away. It's in. Bryan Mbeumo. What a goal that is from Bryan Mbeumo from probably about 25 yards out. It was a punch from Donnarumma. But it was only as far as Mbeumo, who got it on the volley. Excellent finish. Wow. It's Manchester City 0, United 1. Come on. Wow, what a start. Shaw. De Ligt. No. And well, Man City straight away coming back at us. Excellent save from Grabara. What a debut he's having, by the way. Not many tougher places to come than the Etihad on your Manchester United debut, and he has done awesome so far. Here's Doku. Over the bar it goes, but they are piling on the pressure here, as the commentary said. Right, can we build it up from the back here? Grabaro gets it to Matthias de Ligt. Here's Harry Maguire. Menu forward towards Fernandes, who can't get there first. Here's Man City once again forward, and there we go. Haaland scores. That's what you were expecting. Excellent finish. Nothing Grabara can do about that one. Rodri to Reinders, and Bernardo Silva, who's had a decent game so far, finds a great gap in between De Ligt and Luke Shaw, and it's 1-1. Yeah, you can't say Man City don't deserve it, but Luke Shaw's got a corner kick here, whips it into the middle. Once again, Donnarumma is there. He's been quite commanding of his area today, Donnarumma. It became his undoing before. That was great distribution here. Silva cuts in. It's a deflection out wide for a corner. Okay, here's Grabara. Finds De Ligt. Maguire forward, finds Fernandes. And that's a great ball forward to Mbeumo now. Mbeumo with a chance to whip it in. It's going to be a penalty, Jeff. Surely that's a penalty, Jeff. It could be a dive. I don't think it's going to be. VAR are coming in now. And it is indeed a penalty, Jeff. So, Bruno Fernandes, let's see what he can do. Bruno Fernandes steps up. No. 2 penalties, 2 misses so far for Fernandes this season. Well, what a chance that was. We probably won't get a better chance to take the lead than that. From 12 yards against the run of play. Yeah, Dalot a lot more defensive today than how he looked against Burnley. I'd like to see him make those forward runs a bit more often. Here's Fernandes, though, with the ball, whips it in, and well, Mbeumo was there again, but it's behind for a corner. It's going to be Luke Shaw now. Whips it in. Fernandes, Cunha. Just got a little bit of the momentum at this point. Can we grab another goal? Well, it is going to be a free kick. Bernardo Silva is standing there over the ball, ready to go. Yeah, hits the wall. It's a corner. Casemiro not having the best of games, I think, potentially. Oh, is that a penalty? No, it's a free kick. But this is a great position, isn't it? And yeah, quick free kick taken. Although we're now on the counter. And Sesko wins it. What a chance for Benjamin Sesko. Can he hold it up? No, he can't. And that's end of highlight. Shame. Yeah, maybe Ruben Neves is somebody to think about bringing on here. Half-time, and it is 1-1, and I think it has been a bit of a better performance away from home than certainly against Fulham. Yeah, let's go for that. I think we want to maybe change out Sesko. He's not having a great game. I'm thinking possibly even move Cunha up top, bring Mason Mount on that left-hand side. We're starting to get a little bit more depth. I don't think we want a Awoniyi in this match. Oh, Silva nearly scored there. Right, we're going to give them another 10 minutes or so just to sort themselves out. And then I think Ruben Neves in for Casemiro. And maybe swap him around with Menu. Oh, that's a good ball forward, yeah. Okay, we're going to bring forward those changes then. That is not what we wanted. Right, so Menu's going to become the screener. Although he can play there, actually. Cunha is going to go up top, and we are going to put Casemiro on that left. And we can always bring off Cunha. Fernandes not having a great game either because of the missed penalty, but you can't really take Fernandes off in a match like this, in my opinion. That would be very, very harsh. Anyway, let's see if we can press them here and grab a goal. Here's Lewis. Gets it to Ruben Dias now, to Nathan Ake, to Gvardiol, Doku. Good tackle there. Well, I say it was a good tackle. No, apparently not. But again, no yellow card. Don't think I've seen a single booking in this game yet. Or at least not that I've noticed. Oh, what a ball forward, but Grabaro gets there. Come on, son. Yeah. Boots it forward towards Fernandez. That's a bad tackle once again. So we've got a chance here. Luke Shaw's going to boot it forward. Decent set piece chance. That's forward. Mason Mount was there. Here's Cunha. And now Luke Shaw. What a save. What a save. What a strike from Luke Shaw. It's going to be Fernandez into the middle now. Whips it in. Headed away. Here's Brian Mbumo. No. Out for a throw. Who's going to take it? It's going to be Cunha. Trying the long throw. That was not good. Not good at all. And Doku on the counter-attack from that throw, and that's over the bar. But only 54 minutes gone in this match. It is absolutely crazy how action-packed these matches are. Now then, we have got another corner, and it's going to be Luke Shaw whipping it in. This feels like it could be a moment. Luke Shaw into the middle. It's away. Here's Dallo. Oh, just over the bar. Well, well, well. What a chance that was. Haaland, no. That's a second trip from Neves now. Bernardo Silva with the free kick, and it's over the bar. Okay. We might have to sacrifice Bruno Fernandes. He's not having a good game, bless him. But who do you bring on instead? I mean, Ahmad, possibly. Go on then. You know what? For the memes, Mario Balotelli's coming on, because I feel like if Mario Balotelli scores in this match, of all matches, it makes him the best signing in the history of Football Manager. But this highlight's still going on. He might not even get a chance to come on yet, because we would cancel it if we scored there. Still hasn't been a break in play. There we go. Right, Balotelli is on the field, everybody. He's returned to the Etihad. He's probably got his Why Always Me shirt underneath in anticipation of scoring either a late equaliser, or if we score soon, maybe even a late winner. Sure. I don't think it's going to be a late winner, folks. Oh dear, Haaland, what a finish that is. I mean, that was special, wasn't it? But too much dilly-dallying at the back. As I say, we need that tempo up a little bit, trying to get that ball forward. Maybe we need to be a little bit more direct in how we're playing. We're going to go attacking now. Try and get back into it. Luke Shaw possibly with the throw. And here's Mason Mount, loses it. Dallo gets it. Very quiet, Dallo, today. Hasn't been allowed to run rings in this game. Oh, wow, that was close. But again, bumbling around. It's terrifying. Header over the bar. So 20 minutes left. Grabara out wide. Here's Mount. Shoved off the ball, but apparently fairly so. Now, Mainoo's not having a great game. Who can we bring on? Can we bring on somebody to replace him? I mean, not really. Yeah. Yeah, Dorgu's the only one I'm thinking of, although Yoro, I think, possibly. I know bringing on a defender when you're through... Oh, right, well, we don't have any more. Hang on. Is Mount injured? Maybe Mount's injured. Yeah, I'm not sure what I can do here. Oh, What's going on? I'm stuck. Oh no. Okay, guys, I think it's crashed. So we're going to have to quit the game. I don't know how you can get back to the main menu. There's no real keyboard shortcuts for it this year, I don't think. So yeah, I can't do anything. So I think it's crashed. We'll be back and we'll do an instant result. Damn. Right, here we go then. The only change I've had to make is Cunha has had to come off because he's managed to get injured in the sort of replay. Xerxes also injured, so that's fine. He wasn't in the squad anyway because we'd put Awoniyi and Balotelli. So let's instant result it then and see what happens. We need to give squad numbers again. So we had number 1, number 17 and number 14. This is probably going to be awful, but yeah. Okay, Man City win 2-1. Brian Mbeumo scored. Erling Haaland and Doku scored. I think that's fair enough. We were 3-1 down. We probably would have lost anyway. Instant result works then, is all I can say there. Yeah, I mean, an interesting episode. We certainly played a lot better away from home there against Man City than we expected. Quick look at the Premier League table before we do anything else. So we're 6th in the table at the minute after 4 games, 2 wins, 2 losses, 18 goals, 10 conceded. We're going to score a lot of goals. All my teams always do. Next time out, we've got Chelsea and Brentford. I think we'll do that. I think tomorrow will be the last episode where we sort of continue in this streak of fixtures. I think until we've sort of worked out what's happening with the game, then we can push forward. Obviously, we'll probably play the Sunderland one off camera and then maybe do Liverpool and Brighton and then go a bit further forward with some of our other results. But that is where we're going to leave it for today. 9-1 victory against Burnley, a chaotic deadline day, and then a crash in the Manchester City derby. You couldn't make it up, could you? An episode of 6 halves, if ever there was one. If you've enjoyed it, though, give it a massive thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more Football Manager videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.